Back on December 3rd, 2006, a new blog appeared on WordPress that would change things up in the world of arcades. Called Arcade Heroes, it was started by a couple of arcade enthusiasts in the UK to shine a light on the world of arcades, especially video games, which were being ignored in great part by widely read channels of video game journalism. The first post wasn't anything super special, just a welcome and an alert of more to come. This was followed by a post discussing the new Afterburner Climax by Sega and where you could find a deluxe model to play in London at the Trocadero. A quick post about the new Let's Go Jungle, a co-op light gun shooter also by Sega, and then another post later that day detailing the Fast and Furious Superbikes game by American developer Raw Thrills. And then finally, the day ended out with a post asking readers for their opinions on the future of arcades and what was to come. So after that, with subsequent days, the site continued to grow, shining a light on any arcade news that the writers could come across. On January 18th, we hit our 1,000th view. Then things really started to heat up for the site when Arcade Heroes writer Twisted Supreme attended the ATEI 2007 show in London. As the first of many arcade or amusement trade shows we would attend, this is where the site really started to get noticed. For me personally, that's when I came across it. Shortly after that, the site added more writers, including myself, with the pen name Shaggy, and another arcade fan out of the UK that went by the name Heavy Electricity. We also started adding tips from the long-running news service, The Stinger Report, which is run by Kevin Williams. Over the years, we've been the first to break news stories on many games, practically every new arcade game over the past 10 years. But a few highlights have included Heavy Electricity's story entitled Sega Rally 3 Hands-On Impressions, which was the first major story for the site. This was published in May 2008, where Heavy Electricity got the chance to visit a private launch event at the Sega Amusements Europe headquarters for Sega Rally 3. In offering a huge amount of information on the new game, it became the most read post on the site for a single day, as far as views go for single day counts, until this year actually, when news about the discovery of a Neo Geo MVS prototype managed to beat it out. For our presence on YouTube, our number one video still stands with our first look at Pac-Man Battle Royale at a trade show in Las Vegas back in 2010. That might fall soon with our first look at Sega's Daytona 3 from IAAPA 2016 a couple of weeks ago, already reaching 40,000 views. Be looking forward for more for Daytona 3 here soon. That same year, 2010, we migrated the site to become independent as just ArcadeHeroes.com. Previously it had been also known as Arcade Heaven. For the number one cumulative views post on the site, our history on 40 years of arcade games that cover 1973 through 2012 stands as the most popular post since it was published 4 years ago. This had to be split up between two posts, and it took a bit of time to research. Still takes a bit of time to load. We've done posts similar to that, which have garnered interest, such as Atari Prototypes over the years Megapost, and Sega's wonderful simulation games over the years. Following that, my story on starting an arcade of your own has accumulated a lot of interest as well. I labeled that part 1, but just got too busy in operating my arcade that I still haven't done part 2. Guess that's something I should do in 2017. I've been contacted by many people looking to get into this business, and likewise our frequent posts about new facilities opening up their arcades have been very popular reads on the site. If arcades are supposed to be dead, then the sheer number of new sites to open along with new games isn't showing it. One amusing post was our Firefly the Arcade game April Fool's joke back in 2013. I still occasionally come across people who think it's real, so I guess as a joke it served its purpose. Also in 2013, I put my thoughts about the industry down into a book called The Arcade Experience, a look at modern arcades and why they still matter. I'm truly grateful for anyone who has purchased that digitally or in print. And I have to shout out to the Galloping Ghost Arcade who has purchased print copies several times to sell at their location. Still available on Kindle if you're looking for that. So I wanted to take this opportunity to thank everybody who supported the site, whether it's being a reader, a tipster, somebody who's contributed to articles such as Sarah Zielinski, and all of you out there that have made this site what it is. It's definitely not just one person. And that's been one of the nicest things about doing this site is all the great people that I get to meet, all the creative people that make the arcade industry what it is. And one of the best events that I got to participate in was going down to Specular Interactive in Southern California and see firsthand the development of the Dirty Driving game. Also got to see a little bit of the H2 Overdrive prototypes there as well. And so just too many people to thank, really. And of course, I know some out there don't like the spotlight so much, but either way, really wanted to just offer my gratitude for everything that has been done for the site and checking it out. So as far as announcements go, I have been working on some projects to um, spread the word about arcades and whatnot, and nothing's really ready to announce yet, except for the Arcade Heroes 2016 Almanac, or Arcade Almanac. So this actually is still pretty preliminary, but I want to cover certain products that were released this year, and so I'm still gathering some information, but I already started on the design for that, and so hopefully have that finalized before the end of the month and have out there available on digital devices to read. So it should be fun and interesting. But again, thank you very much for supporting the site, and we'll have more arcade news in 2017, and just keep the flame alive out there.